Do you know the difference between fiduciary standards and suitability standards? If you have no idea what that even means, then you might be making the wrong choices for your financial future. So we have Cory Sickles, president of Safe Harbor Retirement Group, back to break it all down. So good to have you back, Cory.
Glad to be here, Robin.
All right, so I feel like if you followed any kind of financial news recently, you did hear that word, that fiduciary and the fiduciary standards. So explain to us kind of why there was this big uptick and why the popularity of this kind of came to be.
Well, the Department of Labor was supposed to actually implement the fiduciary standards for anyone that had retirement accounts for all their advisors. It was supposed to be implemented in 2017, and then it was been pushed back. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people out there are confused because they heard about it and they think it was actually implemented.
Okay.
And actually, when the new administration came in, there are no fiduciary standards for advisors out there today. That's the Department of Labor is actually forcing. So you still have, nothing's changed. You still have suitability standards as today.
Okay, so in the simplest of terms, I guess, explain to us then what is the difference and why is it so important?
Yeah, there's a big difference. Suitability means, is the product good for you? So from my standpoint, I could probably have any type of product, depending on your situation, that's going to be suitable for you.
Okay.
The question is it actually in your best interest? And that's where a fiduciary, now that actually saying this is the best product and solution for you, ethical, money-wise, all that type of stuff. So the other part about suitability is the product might be suitable for you, but by I having this product A for you, I might make a little bit more commission than product B, which is probably a better fit for you.
Yes.
But it's not recommended to you.
Okay.
So they might have a conflict of interest. Maybe they're getting some type of
kickback from a company or something.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So now when we start talking about fiduciary, basically what I'm saying is this is the best product for you, and then we're going to be able to implement that for you.
Okay, so are you a fiduciary?
Yes, we are. So
Okay.
Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors, we're a registered investment advisor. Or advisory firm. So yes, we are. We do have a fiduciary. And the nice part about that is we do get audited in the state of Ohio. And once you get to certain levels, you might be actually governed by the SEC. But you're either governed by your state or by the SEC. So we do have a fiduciary, which means to you, if someone would come in and we get audited, we could actually lose our license, which means I'd be out of business.
You can't, practice anymore and do what you do.
That's correct.
So then when somebody comes in and they sit down, people need to ask this question first and foremost, right? They need to kind of do their research and sit down with an advisor and say, are you a fiduciary? And know that that's an important thing and inspires confidence.
It does. That's one of the first things you really should do is, hey, are you a fiduciary? And even if you don't feel a little bit comfortable with maybe the response,
okay,
you can always request it in writing to say, let me see, are you legally bound? Because one of the things we have our clients sign is an agreement with us, a financial plan agreement, and in there it's going to say we have a fiduciary responsibility, and it's going to list if we have any conflicts of interest as well.
And so what about transparency? We talk about the Department of Labor. They wanted to bring kind of more transparency to the financial world, and especially the fees. So when you're a fiduciary, does that play into all of that?
It does. Transparency, it's been in, you see that on commercials all the time now.
Sure, we're transparent.
Yeah, we're transparent. Basically, all we're really trying to do is we want you, if you're a client of ours, to know exactly what you're paying in fees. Very simple. You don't have to try to go through do your own research, try to figure out what am I truly paying.
Right.
So we outline that very easy. We're going to be transparent. And a lot of people don't even know what they're paying for their 401ks or other type of IRA accounts. It might be in small writing, and who's really looking at that fine print.
Right.
But one of the things that I'd highly would recommend everyone to do is if you do come in, we can run a Morningstar report for your current portfolio and show you exactly, how you're allocated and more importantly, what type of fees you're paying. Because in the long run, those fees could actually take away from your gains.
And that's the thing I think people don't always think about. They don't see maybe they see this percentage, but they don't know what that equates to, or, they're not going to figure it out on each statement they get as they go along. So seeing exactly what you're paying, exactly what you're making, that's going to make a huge difference, especially in their confidence to retire, right?
That's correct. And one of the things that we do to make it simple is once you're a client of ours, anything you sign with us, you actually have access to those documents from our portal, from our website. So you can go in and say, you know, what fees am I paying, you know, at Safe Harbor? It's very easy. You can go in there and see exactly what you're paying.
All right, a complimentary meeting is Cory's offer today. They have 2 offices, one in Dublin, one in Easton. So you can go to safeharboroh.com for all that information or give them a call at either office. So Cory, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.